in the interwebs, Facebook and YouTube Live, and for all of our friends visiting us at our recording, watching us later. Thanks for joining us today. Kind of an impromptu live stream today, a little bit of a different structure and format. We're going to actually bring on two guests today. I'm very excited about that. And we are going to bring you some updates from our sister school, the Academy of Lymphatic Studies. And also tie in with that is something we've been doing at our Tucson campus. And we've been doing a couple of things on our Tucson campus, but one we're really, really proud of. And we're going to have our campus director from Tucson come on, and also our star of the ACOLS sister school as well, our I've got to ask her what her new position name is. I think she's just the doer of all the things and the knower of all the stuff. I think that's where you should make her business cards of. So I'm going to bring her in right now so I can stop talking about her and just say hello to her. Hello, Anna Marie, the doer of all the things and the knower of all the stuff. So
I believe Shannon officially said director of admissions, but you can call me the whatever you want to call me.
Yes, well, yes, that's a lot shorter and will fit on business cards better than the title I just came up with. So that's awesome. So you did a live stream with me a few months back. We had a lot of fun, but for those who might have missed that, can you tell a little bit about your role at ACOLS and what you do for the school?
Sure. So many things, as you mentioned, but my main goal is the growth of the business. I support all the students. I coordinate all the courses. I handle the instructors and the trainings and anything that really needs to be done to make the school piece of it run smooth. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's challenging, but it's a rewarding experience. So I love it.
Yes. Yeah, that's awesome. I know from my point of view as an instructor for ACOLS, going into the classroom and we're talking about something about the office, they're like, oh yeah, I've talked to Anna Marie. Like everyone knows who you are. You probably talk to every single student that enrolls. So so it's a lot of hands-on experience and like getting in there and getting that firsthand experience and that personal touch that people can actually talk to you, get questions answered and all that good stuff. Yeah. And so they keep coming back.
Yeah, I love it. I talk to every single one of the students that run through here. So they're like, "Are you going to be at the course? Are you going to be at the course?" And I really truly believe that the growth of our school is going to be around customer service. So I want to provide the best of that.
That's awesome. I love that. And we've really been growing a lot the last few months, and I think we've up to almost 150 courses. Are we at that goal yet?
56.
56, woo, for the year, all scheduled out. And we have so many different courses that we can talk a little bit more about. And I know if you're interested in more detail of it, you can check out our other live stream. Go to our YouTube page on our playlist, our live stream playlist, and we have a real breakdown of all the classes. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. But one of the things I wanted to talk about today was to say how excited we are, how we've been working so much together a lot now with ASIS and ACOLS together. And one of the great projects we've taken on is creating the ACOLS room on our Tucson campus. So have you seen all the pictures yet?
I did see some pictures on Facebook. I love the tables. I love the layout. I know Jessica was, getting my opinion on how to set up the desk and things like that. So we had some conversation, but I think it turned out great. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so that's a good segue to bring on Jessica. So let's bring on Jess. She's our campus director over in Tucson. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
And I am sitting in our beautiful new ACOLS room right now.
That's awesome. You're probably once we're ready, I'll probably switch around our feeds a little so you can shine. We'll make it a little bit bigger. But I just wanted to point out, and we talked about this a little bit early today, that Jess was my first live stream guest back in December of 2020, I think it was.
Oh my gosh. Has it been that long?
Yeah. So that's like live stream. We're at 49, I think, today. So 48 or 49. So you're coming a full circle around in this year. And so thanks for saying yes then, saying yes today to do this. So So Jess, why don't you tell us a little bit in general, some of the fun things and new stuff that's been happening in our Tucson campus?
Yeah, so we have a beautiful new classroom that we'll get to host our ACOLS classes out of and hopefully get to bring a lot of more continuing education classes to Tucson as well in this new room, fully equipped. It has a 10 massage tables in here, projector screen. And so it's really beautiful. I love it. I can't wait to show you guys the room. We've also done a facelift on the front office. So the beautiful flooring that's in our ACOLS room got put into the front office. And we also expanded what used to be 2 separate rooms into 1 large student area as well. So they have a big, huge room. I feel like it connects my alpha students that just started a little bit better with my students that have already merged into their main classroom. So it's nice that they have this huge, just common area to be able to kind of hang out in and see each other in. So definitely have more plans for that room, but it's exciting to have it.
Yeah, that's so great. And so I was wondering if after you show us the ACOLS room, would you be able to walk us through a little bit of the other parts of the campus too?
Yes, the office is still under getting it back together.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, we'll take any. I'm just curious, and I know I'll be down there next week to see it in person. But inquiring minds want to know as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so I'm gonna rearrange this. First time doing this, I gotta figure out how to do this here and see who I need. Oh, that's me. Hello. We're going to see if I can switch you over to the main screen. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so I'm just putting you in there.
Wow.
Oh, look what I did. I'm fancy. Okay, so you're in our new ACOLS room. Let's check it out.
I am. Let me turn around here. So, let me move out of the way. Our beautiful ACOLS banner there. That's our big projector screen for the front. And then this is our beautiful new room with all of the tables, this gorgeous gray flooring. And then, that was the banner I just showed you guys. There's our our lymphatic posters, and then our other big ACOLS banner there.
Oh, that's awesome. That's, if anybody familiar with the Tucson campus, do you remember what the name of it was? The what room? They had names for all those.
Been the midnight room.
Midnight room. So it's the one, if you're familiar, anybody, the one that's by the multiple stalled bathroom.
Yes.
That I don't think anybody would recognize it from what it was. And
it looks like a
completely
brand
different.
New classroom. It's insane.
Yeah, that's so exciting. I love it. So we actually have our, and let's see if I can make the switch again here. From layout. There we go. There we go. So we actually have a class starting tomorrow. Anne-Marie, you want to tell us what that class is going to be, and then roll into what it's rolling into next week?
So this is our 40-hour manual of drainage certification course. The students must complete 8 hours of online education, and they have the 5 days live in class. And once they pass all the exams, then they get what's considered certified in manual of drainage.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is exciting. It's very, very exciting.
Yes. And now with this designated classroom, we're planning on offering more of these 40-hour, well, maybe even the certification, the lymphedema class as well in this building, the new classroom. So that's really exciting. Yeah, it's going to be really, really good. And like Jess said, that we probably will offer it to other continuing education classes in there. I know we have a few in the works that we're trying to get some dates on, just ASIS ones with some hot stones and lomi with hot stones and contrast hydrotherapy and things like that. I know we're trying to work those out, but also just trying to expand our continuing education offerings, because especially the state is requiring them again here in Arizona. So that's really exciting that we're doing that. And then Anne-Marie, after that 5-day course, next Thursday and Friday, there's also what class is happening there?
The webinar class that we offer. And I really wanted, if I have a couple minutes to talk about this, because I am super excited, not just for this class that's coming up on the 26th and the 27th, but Michelle, you and everybody else have all been working on how to realign this course so where if people want to do our hybrid version, they can now actually attend any live course, ground course, any location close to them and still test out on those. And that is something that's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Once we get that, I think our hard cutoff is June 25th, right?
Yep. The June 25th class is going to be a start of that. So we've been working really hard to get that lined up.
Yeah, I'm excited. Anybody that's listening to this that wants to do it's 8 hours of online education, 20 hours via webinar, and then 20 hours in class. You would be attending the last 2.5 days of any standard ground class to test out I would take advantage of it. It's going to be an
Yeah.
amazing transformation.
That's gonna be so great, especially for people who want to take the course, but to be away from their family or their practice or travel funds, and is not conducive for them to make that trip out for that many days, but to make it out for 2.5 days, so much better that they could even fly in that day, or drive in that morning and take the afternoon class and have the next 2 days, and that's going to be any existing course that we have on the schedule starting June 25th. So
I'm excited.
that's
I get
really
goosebumps.
exciting. I know, and I'll plug myself a little bit here. I am teaching the next webinar version of the program on June 13th. That will start. So it'll be morning classes for anyone who wants to do that. So yeah. So Jess, I wondered if you could show us the other part of the campus, and I'll kind of take you out of the feed and let you, so we don't have to see all that.
You'll
there,
see
and
the beautiful sunlight from my balcony space.
Yeah, that's exciting. While Jess is doing that, I'm gonna remove you from the feed, Jess, while you're doing that, so I'll talk to the knower of all the things and the doer of all the stuff.
Stop saying that.
You're the glue, man. No, yeah.
Sometimes I don't know how I get everything in a day done. I'll be honest. But.
Yeah. You just keep doing. Yeah, for sure. Let's see some of the other fun stuff ACOLS is doing. I know in 2 weeks we're going to to a convention.
Yes, we are. My very first one to be out there talking with people to get people to recognize who we are. So I'm very, very excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. It'll be my first one, and I'll be doing more after that. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I think just the last, even just a few months, really, I feel like we've accelerated a super fast speed. But the last year or so, I feel like we've really done a lot with growing the ACOLS brand name and getting out there more, and creating more partnerships with different healthcare systems, and getting sponsored classes going on, and just doing a lot with manual lymphatic drainage. Particularly now, I feel like it's everywhere in the news. There's articles about all the cosmetic surgery rehabilitation, and just we get calls all the time here at school if we teach it. And do you see a rise in phone calls and people asking questions about it and things like that? Or
well, that's a great segue into our advanced MLD course. That is 3.5 days in length. It's a great course. It's all in depth into the procedures around BBLs, tummy tucks, lipo, breast surgeries, and even gender realignment surgery is discussed in class. So it's an amazing thing. These are filling up like crazy.
I know you can't even all the classes are selling out.
Yeah, they absolutely are. I have a Houston class with double 26 or 25. My Charlotte class is at 30. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah. And it will be exponentially growing that as well as we train more instructors to make sure that we're got the latest information and the safest information. And I'll have our education director on to talk about that a little bit more. I'll get her on as a guest sometime. But something that we're also in the works, very early stages, is the oncology related MLD class. So that is definitely that is in the works. We just got to start. We've got the content experts on board, and making sure that we're giving the latest and most up-to-date research that's around oncology treatments, and how we can work body work with that. So we're making sure we're being responsible as we're giving information out to everyone to be able to safely treat patients undergoing different procedures. So just proud of everything that we've been doing. That's super exciting. Yeah,
really it is awesome. Super exciting. And when you talk about safety, that's one thing I do want to mention. I do get a lot of calls about people saying, well, you're teaching me this. Is it in my scope? And I'm like, we're not going to teach you anything that's not within your scope of practice. We will let you know, it's like, we're not going to teach you things that you can't do, or allow you to take a class with something that you can't do.
Yeah, exactly. That's really, really smart. I love that. Let's see. Jess, I think, is set up here. We can check out all the cool stuff that's going on there. So let me realign the picture here again. Now I learned all these cool new doohickeys I can do. So give us a whirl, girl.
Is our new merged space. So there used to be a giant wall right here. And now it's just one big open space for the students to get to meet in, launch online homework. They want to stay after class, study buddy time, anything that
Yeah.
they want to be able to do in this space with each other. It still houses cubbies for them, so they have all of their things available. But, you know, a lot of our students like to stay because they go home, they get distracted. They have the free Wi-Fi here to use and get their online work complete. And it's just, again, a really great space for the students to be able to come together, both my merged students and my alpha students, because the merged class is right there. And then the entrance into my alpha classroom is right over there.
That's awesome. So for those maybe who are watching that don't know about the alpha and the merge, can you explain a little bit about what that is?
Yes. So our alpha students are our brand new massage therapy students. I like to refer to alpha as like massage therapy 101. This is where you're going to learn all of the basics that you'll need in order to transition into our merged classroom. And that's where you would join all of the other students that are in the same program as you. So whether you're in full or part-time, you'll join all of the other students in that merged classroom, and you'll learn everything for the first time. So even though there's some students that are about to graduate, or some students that are maybe just a modality and everywhere in between that ahead of you, you will all be learning the same modality for the first time. So it's just a really great way to merge with other students and still take like little bits and pieces of their techniques and what they've learned and apply it into your massage too.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like seeing the dynamic of all the students kind of gathered around in there. I'll bring Anna Marie back in. I feel like we're just ditching her here.
You're fine. You're fine.
Memory's like, keep me off the camera.
I'm very interested in how that works. I can't wait to come out and see the campus, up front.
Yes.
That was really, really. I gotta just say that we had a little shout out from Laura saying that the room looks awesome. So I know we'll see it, and she'll be out in July to be able to see it in person. So we're really excited about that. And so going kind of back to our merged classroom and the students, I love seeing the I call them the older students, even though age-wise they're not older, so they're more tenured students, if we will, kind of take on the newer students as like, little charges and help them out a little bit with like, this is how this goes. And, oh, can't wait till you get this teacher. That's a lot of fun in that class. And so it's a pretty cool dynamic, I think, that we have with the students rolling in like that. So, yeah. So Jess, are you going to be checking in at all and checking out the MLD class?
Yes. So I know it starts on Saturday. I won't be here to greet the students as they're starting Saturday, but I will be on campus on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'll be able to pop in, say hi. I can introduce myself. And I think that our MLD instructor might have just arrived downstairs. So
oh, did you hear
maybe we can get a little blurb from him.
That's awesome. Yeah, let's see if we can. Let me see if I can get Marlene to tell him to come upstairs. Let's see. Because
I'll tell her to have him meet me in the ACOLS room.
Oh yeah, okay. Are you gonna tell her right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the one that told me he just got here.
Oh, surprise! We're on camera. So
all right. I'm gonna walk back over to the ACOLS room.
All right, I'll remove you out of here, and we'll go back in here. All these controls feel like mission control.
I know. Look at you. You're all savvy.
I don't even know what more of this. I know it can do more things, and I'm like, I just simple. So I don't want to break anything. Let's see what else we have. We have the oncology class probably coming up soon. We also have the Spanish class coming up, right? In the works.
We've got it's going to be in Miami, June 18 through 22. So that's going to be taught fully in Spanish, which is great for those Spanish speaking. We're also going to bring another Spanish course to Houston later in the year. I think it's in August or September.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I'll just do a little plug here. If anyone's interested in the ACOLS classes, you can go to ACOLS.com and go to hit course schedule, and you'll see all the classes. I like to on the website that under classes or courses, I think is the heading. If you click under one that you're interested in, those classes will pop up at the bottom as well. So you can kind of see what's going on. And then for any of our current ASIS students, we have a very, very handsome discount for our MLD class. And now that we're having more classes here locally, we can really make that happen to have our students and our alumni come to those classes. I know we do a 3-day, which is only about say 10 hours ish of class in our curriculum, our ASIS curriculum on MLD, and we have aligned it to be ACOLS, kind of like I call it ACOLS Light. So just seeing the reaction that the students have in that class, and they're just like, I need more. You need to show me much more. And we tell them, we've got more for you. And I know this class, I said it to Joe Zuther the other day, the founder of ACOLS, that this changed my whole outlook on MLD. I always heard lymphatic, and I thought, I 20 years in the field, and I'm like, this seems weird, not my thing. And then I actually experienced it and experienced it in this format, and it was really very, very powerful. So we really love to share that with students. I love hearing those stories. Just yesterday, last night, we're like, how has everyone been feeling? And some of the students like, I slept so hard last night. And someone else said like some weird ear thing they had going on was like disappeared, and someone else's tenderness had gone away from their armpit. And that's just doing a couple days of classes. So pretty cool.
I actually have some graduates, which I don't know if you know, but I actually have a couple of my graduate students that now work in the NFL, doing MLD on players that are hit hard in the field. And it's worked amazing. So for the last couple of years, I've been trying to plug to get into, for ACOLS to get into the NFL specifically and exclusively.
Yeah.
It's a long time coming. We had to write a couple what they call white papers and things like that, but we're working on it still. It's an angle.
Yeah. I don't know if people think of that as much. I know a lot of people right now, we hear a lot of buzzwords with the surgery, especially cosmetic surgery, and with the oncology, for example, but just helping to heal bruising and trauma that happens and gosh, who's getting hit more than football players or maybe hockey players, but yeah, and who's the indications for sports and athletes. That's amazing that we can do that. And speaking of athletes, I'm going to bring in this rock star.
I don't know that athlete is really my title.
But he survived an ACOLS training.
He did. Survived many.
Morgan.
Yes, Morgan. Oh my goodness. So we've been talking about you, ears ringing. I don't know, but yeah. No, so we took a tour of the room upstairs.
I can't wait to see it.
You haven't seen it yet, I'm sure. And Anne-Marie's been telling all the fun things that are coming up for ACOLS, and we're just like, let's talk to one of our star instructors here. What are you looking forward to the next few days?
Well, I'm really excited. We have the ACOLS class down here in Tucson, so it's the full 5-day, 40-hour in-person certification class. And then right after that, we're doing the third part of the hybrid class. So that should be really exciting. It's the hands-on portion. They did 20 hours of webinar content, and now they're doing their 20 hours live so that they can finish off their certifications.
Yeah. And they get to meet you in person. Are they?
I know. It sounds fun. I mean, I've got I think it was 3, maybe 4 webinars that we've done now. So to actually meet them in person and hang out and stuff, it should be really fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, that'll be really cool.
After that, I'm actually heading out to Houston because we just rolled out that MLD2 program, so that's really exciting. So I'm going out to learn how to teach that class. So that should be really exciting. Hang out with Marina for a few days. Pick her brain on as much as I possibly can. Try and get her to smile a couple of times. We'll see how that goes.
She's very serious. And for those of you who don't know Marina, you can see her picture behind Anne-Marie's head just a little bit there. She's our curriculum director over at ACOLS. And then after Houston, I know no one else cares about this watching it, but I do. Then you're coming out to Vegas. We're going to party.
With all the people who have higher pay grades than I do, so it'll be fun.
That's right. It's all fun. It's all good. We're going to be working hard and getting lots of stuff done and a lot of networking and helping grow our campuses and our schools. So let's see what else. Morgan, how long have you been an instructor? Not necessarily ACOLS, but
well, I started teaching with ASIS back in 2017, 18, something like that.
I was 18, yeah.
Yes, I think 18 maybe. And then I just started teaching with ACOLS in about 2020, I think is when I finished.
Can you speak a little to your outlook or your experience with your lymphatic studies pre and post ACOLS, and how you've changed it with your teaching in your classes and at ASIS?
Oh my God, absolutely. So for me, I had actually a good amount of background in lymph before I had taken the ACOLS class. I probably had about 40, 60-ish hours or so in lymph training and stuff. had it under my belt for a while, but didn't really use it very much. Didn't feel like super confident. Didn't totally understand what I was doing, if I had to be completely honest. And here I had a piece of paper that said I was certified in this, and then a piece of paper that said I was advanced certified in that, and here I was not using any of those pieces of paper. So it was interesting for me. So when I got to the ACOLS class, I kind of felt like, I got this. It's no big deal. This should be pretty easy for me. And my jaw dropped on the first day. It was not so much that it was overwhelming, just that there was like actually information covered, like to really break it down and really go into things like the structure and the anatomy of like what you're working with, break it down with the function and the physiology of how it's working and why it's working and why the body does what it does. And then being able to apply these strokes that I was starting to legitimately feel a difference from. And that for me was what really did it for me for ACOLS. Finishing a session or a sequence and having a noticeable change, either that I felt or that the client or the person on the table was like, wow, I can breathe better, or oh my gosh, I feel much lighter in this arm, or to get those real world actual benefits, feelings, and changes, that was huge. So it was like with any other good CEU class, with ACOLS, it was like I learned stuff on the first day and I was using it that night. So, for me, it was a game changer. It really was just a better curriculum. It was by far more complete, more rounded in all parts of lymphatic stuff, and then how the techniques work, so you can apply them anywhere you need it to. So to me, it was just a fantastic program. So being able to teach with it has just been a joy on top of it.
Yeah, and I just know, I was telling Anne-Marie and everyone out there that we were just hearing the feedback last night with some of the students of how they've been feeling. Like, has that changed the reaction of the students in our program of what you're giving them?
You always get people who like feel things more or feel things less and that kind of a thing. But in general, since we've changed to using more of the ACOLS and the traditional Vater strokes, people are coming back with noticeable changes, right? Like being able to say like, wow, I feel different. Or one of the students yesterday used some of the work that we did on one of her, I think it was her mother or grandmother or something. I think it was her mother, a little bit older of a person, and had some edema in places, right? So when she had done the work on her, her mom felt different. She said she wasn't in as much pain, and it was so soothing and so relaxing. So like to get those benefits and like to teach those benefits and then have somebody come back and tell you those exact words. Yeah. You can't ask for better than that.
Yeah. It's amazing. It blows my mind every time. I just get like, oh, I'm so excited. and I miss
the game on lymphatics. I was like, nah, it's too late. Nah, I don't want to do that. Nah, that's boring. So like by all means, I was that person who was like, I don't know if this is for me, but once you get like into kind of like what you're doing, kind of like any other modality, right? Once you sink into it and like get into how it works and the rhythm of it and seeing the benefits of it, you can't not want to do it. It's just it's so powerful.
Yeah, and I love that. And we talk about this all the time, Morgan, about giving people information they can use in a therapeutic way and think for themselves. And that is no more truer than when I see their light bulb moments turn on with here and like figure out, okay, the direction of the fluids moving here. And in order for me to do this, I have to do that. And instead of, I feel like where I don't take things away from classes is where it's teaching me a protocol or teaching me a routine, or you have to do this, this, and that. And yes, there are sequences and things, but really once you understand what you're doing and how you're affecting the body, it just turns on this whole different level of how useful it is and how much you like find purpose in it, I think.
I totally agree with that. Protocols have never done it for me. It's always like a one size fits one. With us, with ACOLS, we really teach sequences, really like, like what is the order that I need to clear things out or move in. But aside from that, it's like up to you as to what technique's going to work best for either the client or for you, or I mean, quite frankly, what you want to practice, like working some area 5 to 7 times gives you the option to, play around with it a little bit. So
yeah, I love it. I'm really excited, and like I have to fill you in too, Morgan. I feel like we have to catch up on each other here now because we're seeing each other past ships in the night here. But
really, I swear I was you like 2 hours.
I know we just saw you a couple hours ago, but but it was very, very hard to talk. Just excited about everything coming down the line here and how we're able to work together to build these programs. I'm really, really happy. And we get to hang out with Anna Marie, the doer of all the things and the knower of all the
Would you
stuff.
stop saying that?
You really are, Anna Marie. You don't understand. I can't wait for Vegas.
My family, my sister, say what?
I said I can't wait to learn
Yeah.
in Vegas.
In Vegas. Okay.
Yes. And you were gonna say about your sister, Anna Marie?
My sister and my mom are going to try a sneak peek to come up and say hi because they're out west. They're like 2 hours from Vegas, so they might sneak in and say hi for a couple hours. So.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'll be good. We work hard, so we can also play a little bit too. So
Yes.
totally fine.
I know Chris and I are flying in Sunday because we didn't want to fly on Memorial Day. So we're both flying in on Sunday, and then we have Memorial Day to kind of hang out in Vegas.
Woo!
Be a lot of fun. Awesome. I love that. Yay. So it's only a few more sleeps. We're going to be all there together.
I know.
Yeah. All right. So I know we were going to do just a little short thing today. So I want to be respectful of everyone's time because it was kind of impromptu. And I know we all have other things and we could probably talk together for everyone. Everyone else is online is like, okay, why are we here? It probably would be entertaining for everyone on the interwebs, but we'll save them.
Yeah, if Stars wants to put on a program, we make a really hysterical daytime drama/reality thing.
We got Morgan's wheels are starting to turn. It's going to be a whole thing.
I'm already have those turning.
Yeah, just wait. And Jess, you're not excluded either. Don't think you got away with it.
No, I'm still here.
We'll rope everybody into it. So yeah, I wanted to thank everyone for being on. Thanks, Jess, for showing us around. I know it was like kind of like last minute to get a twirl going upstairs. Morgan, can't wait for you to see it upstairs. It's gonna be beautiful. I'll see you on next Thursday to help out with the class. And Anna Marie, thank you again for sharing your wisdom. And remember, if you're calling ACOLS, you're probably gonna be talking to Anna Marie, so be nice. And she'll help you out. And
you can always talk to me on the little chat bot on our website too. There's a little bubble thing that you can talk to me on the chat bot.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah,
right,
so don't.
I love the ACOLS room. Good job.
Yeah, it's all been really great group effort. I love all of it, and can't wait to see. I know Morgan's going to be taking pictures, and or we'll get somebody to take some in-person pictures and everything. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll be putting it on our social media, I am sure. All right, everyone. So once again, ACOLS.com. Check out our course schedule coming up. If you're interested in the next webinar, so you don't have to be gone all the 5 days for the MLD, I'll be teaching the next one, June 13th, that whole week in the mornings. We'll have a lot of fun, even though it's early. We'll bring coffee, and yeah, we'll see you soon in the class, and we'll see everybody else. Maybe I don't know if it's next week or not, but I'll live stream hopefully next week. If not, in the following week, and we'll see you later, everyone. Have a good rest of your Friday. Bye.